Now you can see the lines on the bottom right hand turtle right there. They're a little bit blurry. So for this one, Dad actually used something and held that template down so he made sure to get clean lines. Kind of the same thing as he does with the Tombow. In this stencil is pretty thin, so Dad's using the carving liner, and we decided to do this outset. So what that means is that Dad's actually going to carve around the palm tree, because we could have just done it all black with the silhouette, but we really wanted to add a little bit of color. For that reason, we're using the carving liner, and Dad's going around the outside of this to make sure to get all those sharp points and really make sure that it has a good look to it. Now he's going to take the profile bit at a 3/16 of an inch deep, and he's going to widen that line up a little bit. Now you can try to do this with a profile bit, and I'm sure it's totally possible, but I don't think you're going to get as sharp of lines. And also, unless you don't have a carving liner, there's really no reason not to use it. It is perfect for this sort of artwork, and if you guys don't have one, you really should look at getting one if you plan on doing carving and if you really have something that has some fine detail. This is by far the best fine detail bit that we've ever used. Now Dad's going to use that same profile bit and drop it down to a 1/4 of an inch deep. And he's going to use this for the body of the turtle. But I think Dad made the right choice using the profile bit on this one, because most of these lines are fairly thin. So this board's a little grainy, and on these little wave areas right here, Dad had kind of a hard time holding a line. And to be honest, that's kind of saying something if Dad's having a hard time. So to make it a little bit easier and give him a little more control, he turned the board and he's pulling the router towards him. Remember, that allows you much more control when you're pulling the router towards you as opposed to going left and right. For me, personally, I do this anytime that I possibly can just to try to get the straightest lines possible.